I hear a man talking and he make a statement. And when I hear the statement, I have to wonder if him losing memory or is just lie. Because he might take people for fool. If you go back to 1989, which is a long time ago, you would hear about the Rollins land deal scandal. If you go back to 1990, you remember the zinc scandal after Hurricane Gilbert. Then in 1991, you have the furniture scandal. Then you have the Shell waiver scandal. Then you have a big scandal in 1992 over the illegal importation of motor vehicles. Then in 1993, we hear some man buy US dollar out of the back of them car all over. Big scandal. Then in 1994, you hear about the corrupt distribution of land in Holland. Then now, in 1995, you hear about the Operation Pride scandal. Then in 1997, you have the FinSac scandal. Then now, in 1999, how many of you remember the Montego Bay street people scandal? Then you remember the Fat Cat salary scandal. Then you remember NetServe? Yes. Then you have the Sandals White House scandal. And then now you have the mother of all scandal, the traffic guru scandal. You remember that? Then now after that, you come up with the Cuban light bulb scandal. You remember that? Hold on there now, man. You have the Hanover Parish Council scandal. Then you have the Chick V scandal. Then you have the dead baby scandal. Then you have the bad gas scandal. Then you have now the Parish Council in a Manchester scandal. You remember Outer Many scandal? You remember EWI energy scandal? Then is where this man you talk about. What is this man talking about? Well, make me make the statement, backed up by facts, that the PNP is the most corrupt political organization in the Caribbean. There is no point to be scored on corruption. You can't cuss me when you corrupt. That is called hypocrisy. So we already know that this man is a liar not to be trusted. We already know that in bad mind, him that likes the people prosper. And now we know that him is nothing but a hypocrite. Corruption is a serious issue, not to be politicized. The only government that has really taken serious action to deal with issues of corruption has been the Jamaica Labour Party. It was Edward Seaga who put in place the Contractor General Act. It is this administration, though started with us, continued with them, but it's this administration that put in place the very important Integrity Commission to address corruption in this country. It is this administration. They started it. We completed the MOCA bill to put in place a really powerful investigative body to deal with major organized crime. We are the administration that is making the institutional changes to ensure that we tackle the issue of corruption. There will always be, in every government, regardless of jurisdiction, people who breach the rule, people who use their power unjustly, unfairly, and unduly. The mark of the good government is that when it is done, there is no cover-up. When we face our challenges, there is no one who could criticize this government to say that we were covering up corruption. No. My actions have shown that we open it up for it to be investigated. And the independent investigative bodies have been able to do their work. We are taking a strong stance against corruption. And as you stand here in the rain to come and support your party and hear the message, hear this message well. The Jamaica Labour Party stands firmly against corruption, and we will put in place and have been putting in place the measures to address it. So, while some people just make big chat, this is the party of action. This is the party that is actually doing things. Them talk about the road work that is going on. And when the road work was announced, they make one big stink to say, it's for them work, it's them started, it was their idea. Now that there is some little issue now regarding how the work is sequenced, and people are saying, well, there is a traffic issue, which is a serious issue. Them say, no, sir. And them don't know about it. They negotiated a loan from China sometime around 2013. And them never do nothing with the loan. Sit down on the loan. The loan almost now expire. We come and we say we're not going to allow that to happen. We are going to find what they call the fiscal space to be able to spend the money so that you, the people, can benefit from it. And I don't buy this idea that Jamaica does not have the capacity to manage and execute effectively large projects. The small-minded thing is not going to get us far. Our agencies and our government institutions must develop the muscles to carry large projects through to fruition. We must get out of the incremental thinking, out of the small thinking, because we are 40 years behind the rest of the Caribbean in terms of infrastructure development and institutional development. We are playing catch up because of 40 years of no growth means 40 years that we never build road as we should have built. We never put in sewer as we should have put in. We never increased the water mains as we should have put in. And we weren't building the houses like we should. We are in a hurry to catch up. So don't tell me that we must be incremental in the development of this country. So we are now making sure that all the projects that are happening are going to happen effectively. Yes, there is some dislocation, but we as a people, we have the capacity to cooperate with our government and cooperate with each other. Together we can overcome the small complexities that may occur as a result of these projects. Tomorrow I will be making certain announcements that will bring ease to the traffic situation. We acknowledge that we can't have people sitting down in their cars, their engines running for 2 hours. It is a great deal of frustration and can have an impact and the productivity of the nation. And so while we do the major infrastructure works, we are going to improve the planning and execution of these projects to ensure that people can go about their daily business in peace and comfort. So I want to tell you, Labourites, that your government is on the job. Your Prime Minister hands are always on the wheel. And your ship of state is pointed in the right direction. Just remain calm. Just remain calm and keep focus on me as I am focused on you. Nothing else matters but the relationship that your government has with you. Once there is that trust between us, you know that I am obligated to you. I am your servant, and I am not going to let you down.